Hey everyone, Shikari Dill here. It's been a minute since my last Ascension build video, but after many prestige runs and RNG rolls, I finally got a build together that I've been having a lot of fun with and I think is pretty solid for especially newer Ascension players who are just coming into this season. And that build is Titanic Mutilate. This is a fun warrior build that utilizes combo points to dish out a lot of damage. So without further ado, let's jump right into the breakdown of this build. At level 1 for my starter abilities, I took Rend, Charge, Paddle Stance, and Slice and Dice. I always like to grab Charge for the guaranteed level 1 utility, it's always very nice. Slice and Dice is mainly if you want to attack faster with dual wield two-handed weapons, but it's not completely necessary to take if you want to keep your build simple. And really, that's kind of the gist of this build, is it's easy, it's pretty simple to get together, but you can add as much complexity to it as you want, really turning it into your own build. Now for my slotted ability cards, I took the big trio of the build: Titan's Grip, Titanic Mutilate, and Titanic Strike. Titanic Strike is what makes this build very interesting. Essentially, you will be using Titanic Mutilate to build up 5 combo points and then spend it on a big Titanic Strike. This will give you a buff to your next warrior ability, which stacks up to 3 times. And this is essentially the core of your build. I didn't have a whole lot of golden ability cards at the time, so I didn't really slot anything too important there, but if you can grab something like Mortal Strike or a big offensive cooldown like Avatar or Recklessness, that would be really good. For the talent cards, I took Vigor and Vitality, specifically because I don't like dealing with energy management, and honestly, in this build, you kind of just want to spam Titanic Mutilate as many times as you can to get those Titanic Strike buffs. Again, you're trying to get 3 Titanic Strikes off quickly so you can buff your next warrior ability, so you want to stack that up very quickly. At the time, I took Remorseless Execution, hoping I would get Execute to synergize with the refreshing Slice and Dice that I took at level 1, but I never ended up getting Execution, so that's just how it goes sometimes. I did slot Trauma into one of my card slots here because I really want to include a bit of a bleed package into my build. That's something you can include as well, but again, not necessary. Again, I didn't have a whole lot of golden talent cards to choose from, so I went with Enraging Finale. This is a talent that ended up synergizing really well into my build. Basically, this makes a 5-point combo spender put you into Blood Rage, giving you more rage, but also enabling the use of Raging Blow, which is an ability I ended up rolling for. So it ends up feeling pretty good in this build. Additionally, you do not need the ability Blood Rage in order for this talent to work, which is also pretty cool. A very good enchant, and honestly a key enchant in this build you can grab, is Titan's Fury. What this will do is make your Titanic Strike consume all of your rage to essentially give you a buff that allows melee auto attacks to award combo points and increase your physical damage dealt by 25% if you have Titan's Grip active. This is just, for obvious reasons, a massive buff to this build, and this is the main thing I am still rolling for at this time with my build, but it can work without this, but it will buff it by a ton. Another nice to have thing is Rock Biter Weapon will give you a ton of attack power, so that's something you'll definitely want to roll into. You will also want to grab Whirlwind, as a triple Titanic buffed Whirlwind will actually be pretty solid for your AoE damage. Make sure you roll into any hit talents like Accuracy. I rolled a 5 out of 5 God tier roll on Accuracy, so that's been absolutely amazing. And importantly, you're going to want to be on the lookout for rogue talents like Puncturing Wounds and Lethality, as they both contribute to our Titanic Mutilate's damage. And really, anything on top of it from here is up to you, and that's why I think this is a great starter build, because if you want to add the whole bleed package with Trauma, Rend, Overpower, you absolutely can do that. You don't need to do that. If you want to add Slice and Dice for faster auto attacking, you can definitely do that too, but these are just the bells and whistles you can add on top of the base build. And I honestly think this is a really good starter build for a lot of people going into Ascension with a lot of questions and just trying to figure things out. It's a very fun build. It can do a lot of damage when built right, and honestly, I've been having a lot of fun with it. I would really recommend this for people who just want to get a simple build together and go from there. And because of those reasons, I give this build a very solid 4 out of 5 marks of Ascension. What are your guys' thoughts? Have you picked up Titanic Mutilate? If you guys have played this build, please let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching this quick build video, and I will see you all in the next one.